Welcome back to I Watched It So You Don't Have to / recap, in case if you've never seen it, but you want to see if you want to see it. Spoiler warning, I'm talking about the anime. So if you don't want to be spoiled and you just want to watch it for yourself, go ahead. Or even if you want to be spoiled and then you're just going to watch it anyway. I've done that a lot. Come on. Today we're talking about the Ancient Magus Bride. Yeah! Okay, so it first came out in 2017. That's when you got the first season. The second season, I do want to say it came out in 2023. It's more recent. Personally, I like the first season more. So we're talking about the first season first because it's the first season. Yeah. So it starts off, we have Chise. She's a 15-year-old orphan girl. She has the ability to see Ayakashis. She has a traumatic backstory. Her father left her and took her brother, and then her mother went crazy and tried to strangle her and then offed herself. So of course, she has a reason to be depressed. When people talk about she's just a depressed girl, it's like she has a reason. Like, imagine if your mom choked you out and then jumped off the balcony in front of you as a child. Give her some slack. She deserves it. She deserves to be depressed. Either way. So Ponytail Boy, he comes up. He's like, look, girl, you're depressed. You don't want to do nothing with your life. Why don't I give you a purpose in life? So she goes to like this underground little sorcerer auction. And she's going to auction herself, right? And as I'm watching this, you're seeing like all the different Ayakashis. You're seeing all like the experimented on ones. All the different things, right? So I don't even know if you call it Ayakashi or you just call them like little mythical creatures at this point, because there's like centaurs in it and stuff like that. I don't know. We're just going to call it Ayakashi because that's what I see mostly in these type of animes. Okay, either way. So while she's being auctioned off, you're wondering who's going to obtain her, who's going to get her, who's going to be the person that comes up. Well, that's when you get Elias, or is it Elios? Something like that. That's where you get him. The bonehead, the love of my life. The guy that, his voice is just, I love his voice actor, okay? So, he is straight thugging it. He's walking up. Don't have a seat. Not trying to even play games and, like, put his little baton up saying, 24 to 24, can I get a 25, 20? No, he ain't playing that. He goes up on stage in front of everybody, stop. Oh my God, I can't believe he's here. Stop. You barely even see him around the block. He goes up and he's like, such and such number. I think it was like a million or billion, some shit like that. She's mine. Boom. And homie is like, you can't come up here. But at the end of the day, he ain't with all that. He gets her, right? Elias gets her. She got chains on her neck and arms. He's like, no, we don't need that no more. Takes the chains out. Bow. No more chains. And he's basically, before he takes the chains out, he's like, lift your head. Why are you looking down? You know, so basically the whole anime is he's instilling like confidence. He's instilling the purpose of life into her. And also too, he's a sorcerer and she's a mage. So he has her now as his apprentice. Of course, thinking off that female male, you're like, oh my God, he's gonna have his way with her. He just wants to marry her because, you know, bride. But really, the whole first season, he's having her as his apprentice. He's teaching her how to use her magic because, like, she's OP. Mages are a dying breed. There's not a lot of them out there. So, bada bing, bada boom, two stones, kill two birds with one stone. That's the same. You know, so it's both. But he also likes her because in the mid to later episodes of season 1, she's teaching him about being human. Now, the big question about Elias is he human? Is he not human? Honestly, don't know. Could not tell you. One of the biggest overarching things is you have this dude, this guy, they're like the best haircut in the show. He's going around and he's making these weird little, like, hybrid morph people, and like she gotta get him straightened out later on in the season, and you even see him in season 2. Neither here nor there. So she gets her what's the word in the season, she comes upon Ruth, the protector of a cemetery, and he becomes her mate. Not mate like in a relationship sense. What's the name? I want to say fae, but I know that's not the word. That's the name for fairies. What is it? They basically have like they're combined now. So if she gets hurt, he's hurt. He's hurt, she's hurt. You know, I don't know the name. The name's gonna flash on the screen now. Bow. You know, it's on the screen. So she's going through that. She's gaining friends. She's learning. You have Silver. She's the lady, which is actually she's not a succubus. She's a banshee. She is working inside of the house, and she cooks and she cleans. So she's basically just getting her bearings in life. That's all first season's about. She's learning herself. She's learning other people. She's making connections. She's learning about her magic. You know, she's even at the latter end of the season is dealing with trauma and figuring out what's going on in her life with her mother and living through it all. My biggest question that I want to know, and I was mad it was not touched on the second season, is where's her daddy? Where's her brother? He just up and left her, because I'm gonna put the picture, because I can't do the videos. I'm not getting copyrighted on y'all, but I'll put the picture up. He's literally has the baby in his arms. I don't know if it's in his arms physically or like in the little sling, and he's like putting his shoes on. Her mom's asleep, and she's like, "Where are you going, Dad?" And he looks back. I don't know if he says literally I gotta get milk, but I don't know if that's just me. It's just making a joke in my head. But he's like, oh, I gotta get something, or oh, I'll be right back. Because you can see he almost like goes to take her with him, but he hesitates and is like, no, I can't take her. And I don't know if it's because the mother could see it and she could see it. I don't know for sure if the father could. I don't think the father could. I don't know. But at the same time, there are scenes where like the father's like roughing up the little demon things. So could he see it? Don't know. Or are they like pointing and be like, in that corner, there's something standing there. Rough it up. Don't know. But she had a sad backstory, but she won at the end. At points, of course, Alias / Ainsworth, because that's the other name he goes by. He has like the scenes where he's jealous. He's upset that she's making friends, you know, because he doesn't know nothing about human. He's feeling these emotions for the first time. He's like a recluse, if you will. He doesn't know nothing about that. So you do have that romance spike, you know, and like at the end he's like, I'm gonna marry her, she is mine. And she's like, okay, you know, he's my family. He's the first one that's ever called me family. I ain't gonna leave him. That's my man. I'm gonna stick beside him. I honestly, they did it well because they didn't make it feel creepy. They could have easily made like Ainsworth and Chisei's relationship be straight up creepy, but it wasn't. It was stomachable. Even in the second season, it was stomachable. You know, I really liked it. I liked the first season more than the second season, because in the second season they were in the college, they were going about it that way, you know, she was making friends there. Ainsworth ended up being a teacher, you know, and there was like something going on with one of the families at the college and blase squaze. Will they make a third season? I don't know. I personally, for once, haven't read the manga. Usually I watch the anime, read the manga where it left it off in the anime, but I haven't sat down and actually read it, so I don't know if anything else happens after the college. I really couldn't tell you. I will check, and if I do, I'll just do a video straight up on what happens after the second season in the manga and let y'all know. But until next time, I will see you guys later. Let me know, first season, second season, what's your favorite? What's your favorite? Do you think it's actually a good anime, or was Chisei too whiny? Because a lot of people think she's just a whiny little brat. You let me know. And I will see you next time. Cue the ending. Ba-da-ba!